I really thought we didn't have to come back here anymore. So I'm preparing the outer forms right now for the east wall, and before I get them cut and installed, I have to put some bracing behind the inside form so that the entire form doesn't move at all anymore. That should be good right there. See if we can press this. Okay, let's go. There. Bottom. I think we got it.
Just a different height.
Top one has to go in first. Ah, we got it in place. I had to turn off the camera for a bit because I have to admit there was a bit of cursing going on. But we got them all in. Imie's tightening up the last of the clamps now. We're going to go for lunch, but when we get back, we're going to put in the galvanized pipe, and the east forms are now complete. Well, it's been needed for a long time. I finally got around to cleaning up the front work area. It's especially necessary now because I'm going to start putting these front forms on, and we're going to be bending and squatting and working around here right up to the rebar a lot for the next day or two. Imie's been on the other side estimating the galvanized pipe that we need. And yeah, we have to go buy a whole bunch more, particularly the shorter ones. We need a lot of verticals, 1 meter verticals, and I just didn't buy a lot of them. Okay, so now the challenging part is creating the front form, and the bottom half will have two 16 mil pieces of rebar sticking out of it. Sit like that. Just on top of the rebar, and we get in there, and it's a bit snug. Okay, I think we've decided on making the rebar that extends out into the front slab the same. The top and the bottom will be the same. And we will tie them inside in a big horseshoe.
And it do the same height, same line? You don't need to move a little bit.
Oh, good point. Maybe we should be on one side of the line and the other side of the line. Okay, we've got the rebar sussed. And Amy had the great idea of let's just hang all the forms first before drilling the holes. Okay, let's go cut some plywood. Well, we got a lot done. I'm pretty surprised. We finished the east side, and we got the first layer, the hardest layer, we got in. We didn't get the rebar holes drilled yet, so that's my task tomorrow. Amy won't be joining me, so first thing tomorrow, come back, get the rebar holes identified, drilled from the correct side so that we don't blow out all the enamel on the other side, and get that rebar in there. This one on the mark, and then the first hole goes dead center. Oops, right there. The second one goes right on the outside, right there. Okay. So yesterday we made a template for these boards, and we tested out the fit for the rebar. We decided we're going to have a U-shaped or C-shape on the rebar when it's inside the form. So we're going to take two L. These are not correct size or finalized sizes, but we're going to take two L shapes and we're going to lock them together like that. And that's going to be sitting inside the main wall, with these two legs protruding out for the slab to tie into the slab. Okay, we've got all of the holes drilled. Now it's time to prep the rebar. And I've got a formula for how much overlap the slab rebar has to have with the extruding from the wall rebar. And it's 40 times the diameter of the rebar. This is the rule I heard from my architect. So we're using 16 mil rebar. So that's a 640 mil overlap. So these 16 mil rebar pieces have to extend out of this wall 640 mil. It actually comes out to exactly 1 meter long of rebar that I need before the bend. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I planned for when I bought all of the extra rebar the other day. I need to go down to the road workstation. I've got 3 workstations now on land that isn't flat anywhere. So I'm pretty pleased about that. So I'll go down to the roadside workstation with the rebar cutter and bender and just cut and bend and bend. Okay, we've got all the final rebar up to the top here. Now I may have mentioned earlier that tying them alone is going to be difficult. They're so weighty on this end, and I've got to kind of hold them up in order to get inside and tie the other end. So I just got to figure out, I need a chair or something for the heavier ends that are sticking out. I need to have a chair that the ends can rest on so that I can tie them off. I'm going to make that. Okay, I'm thinking something like this. I don't know how unwieldy it's going to be, but I need different heights. Well, that's pretty darn close. Let me go this way. Wow, and we've got the C shape with one tie off tied into the existing rebar, and the second tie off right here to the existing rebar. getting chewed up. Pull down the sleeves. Well, I couldn't quite finish, and I think I broke a, I don't know if it's a cardinal rule or not. It feels like it should be a rule for laborers. Never put your tool down. Always put it in your bag or back where it belongs. I have two of these, and I really needed the short one for working back in there. And I was using it earlier, and then I've lost it. I have a sense that I hung it somewhere, but I have no idea where it is. So never put your tools down. I broke the cardinal rule. Anyway, we didn't get it quite finished yet. I've got another about 25 or so slots to fill. So I'll get to that next weekend. It's been a heck of a long 4-day long weekend. So anyway, thanks for hanging around. I appreciate it greatly. Take care.